Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Indie and There's Always a Disney Guy. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you go to disneyguy.tk and you guys already know what to do there. Today we're going to be discussing Grey's Anatomy. Um, Grey's Anatomy, oh my gosh, season 17 was a really dramatic, a very, very dramatic, deep season for us Grey's fans. I'm pretty sure you guys know why if you've seen the season. I discussed it a lot in the previous season of this show, actually. And, season 17, there was so much speculation that season 17 was going to be the last. And during that speculation, and after, the renewal was over, the renewal news was over. Oh, man. That's when the drama behind the scenes started spilling out faster than I don't know what. First, let's start off with the big controversial things that's happened between Ellen Pompeo and Denzel Washington. If you guys don't know, Denzel Washington directed a musical episode, the musical episode of Grey's. I believe it was either season 6 or season 7. It was in one of those seasons. There was a musical episode, and it was directed by Denzel. Ellen Pompeo recalled having a very, very heated argument with Denzel. She had a very, very heated argument with him. She kept bragging about how she called him a MF, the cursing word. And people had a lot of mixed feelings on that because it's like, you have to realize, okay, we get it. Grey's Anatomy, it's your show. Obviously, your face is all over the posters, it's all over the covers and all of that stuff of the online. We get it. The show is yours. It belongs to you. You're the producer. We get it. We're happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like you can't disrespect Denzel like that. I mean, he's Den freaking Zell. Den freaking Zell. He's Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is like, I mean, he's Denzel Washington. I don't know if you guys know the Martin sitcom. Martin, Martin versus Gina. Martin versus Pam. The famous arguments between them two. I don't know if you guys remember. Pam always saying that fine Denzel. Denzel has always been known back in those like Wesley Snipes and Arsenio Hall and all those other, 80s, 70s figures back then, back in those decades. So she has to understand, that's disrespectful. He's like a legend. He is a freaking legend. I'm gonna be coming for Denzel Washington like that. But at the same time, I could get where Ellen Pompeo is coming from because it's like I can see how it could seem as if he was trying to take over, even though, he really wasn't because it's. I don't know if I don't believe Ellen Pompeo was a producer back then of the show. She was, I believe, she became producer in like season 12, 13. Um, I don't believe she was the producer of the show back then, but he was only the director, and she still had the lead role. So I don't know what she was worried about, but I could see how she felt overpowered in her own show because Grey's has been Ellen Pompeo's home for practically decades now. I mean, since 2000 and when Grey's Anatomy first aired, 2002, 2003. It's been since 2003. Ellen Pompeo has been on that show, so I can see how she feels. How she felt overpowered But this wasn't the only incident that went down. Like I said, season 17 kind of brought out all the drama, all of the drama um, that took place behind Grey's closed doors. I don't know if you guys know this, but TR Knight, Patrick Dempsey, Isaiah Washington got into a huge argument as well, which is what led to Isaiah Washington being fired, was him saying that homophobic slur to TR Knight, who plays Dr. O'Malley, Isaiah Washington, who plays Dr. Preston Burke, and Patrick Dempsey, who plays Dr. Shepard. They got into an argument. Isaiah Washington called TR Knight a homophobic slur. Now, what was new about this for me was that I did not know that TR Knight was not outed to his parents. He he was not outed to his family, and he used that homophobic slur and called him that, and he wasn't even outed to his own family yet, which is what was worse, which was what was bad. And now I can see why Catherine Heige said he should never be allowed to speak again, because that's just wrong. You don't, out someone and call them a slur on top of that. That's why they fired him so fast, quickly. And then what was the other incident? Oh, Catherine Heige. Catherine Heige left because of her pregnancy. She couldn't really, she didn't really have a good working schedule to fit in, which is why she kept disappearing in and out between seasons 5 and 6 of the show. So there has been a lot of things going on. The real drama, the drama was real behind the scenes of Grey's Anatomy. Even Ella Pompeo said it herself. She said the set was toxic. I never really knew what she meant when she said that the set was toxic, but based off of this stuff that they spilling out about Grey's Anatomy, I can see why she's saying that now. I could totally see why she's saying that. I mean, based off what's going on behind the scenes of Grey's, I totally get it. I can totally understand why she's saying the set is toxic. The toxic. At first, I thought she was just being rude, but now, with all this information coming out about her, yeah, I get it. I totally get it now. But thank you for listening in to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys already know what to do. Go to disneyguy.tk. Follow this podcast on all streaming platforms. Thank you for listening in, and yeah, bye-bye, guys.